Since we're talking about black cinema, I was at lunch online, and I saw a movie, which I love to this day, is A Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy in it. Now, Vampire in Brooklyn, depending on the mood, is a modern day Dracula. Depending on your mood, it's a comedy and it has seriousness at the same time. Now, the movie we're gonna review right now is called the Caged Bird. Now, y'all wrong for this. Y'all wrong for this. To me, y'all wrong for this. Okay. So, based on the summary of this movie, it's about a young girl who is trying to, from my interpretation, imagine freedom away from where she is. This story is directed by Sean Woodard. The music is from Pancho the Plug. I have no idea who that is. And the Plug Television LLC. I have no idea who that is again. So, we start off with, you can tell this movie's on a budget. You can tell it's on a budget. They're in a small room with just her, Maya, and Mrs. Smith. Now, we don't know what type of room, we don't know who Miss Smith is. We don't know if she's a counselor. We don't know if she's the principal, teacher, ISR. We don't know. All we know is she is in a small room, and Miss Smith clearly isn't paying attention to what Maya is doing because she's drawing a picture of a cage bird. And Miss Smith is looking at Maya, telling her, you got 30 minutes, really 30 seconds, because she picked up the test 30 seconds later, and proceeds to take the test from her. Miss Smith tells Maya, you can do better. As far as I know, Maya's trying to get her GED. She's trying to leave. Basically trying to move on up. Now, I'm not sure how this even works, but maybe somebody can answer in the comments. If most high school counselors suspect a student is being abused, don't they call CPS? I'm just wondering. Or somebody. I've always had to wonder that. So, Miss Smith gives her a letter to give to her parents saying that, she's in trouble at school, blah, 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 blah. So, Mia and Maya was walking down the street. Mia is the only person throughout this entire movie. So that's probably the pastor and the two geriatric cops who care about her. And this is where the acting gets bad. I mean bad. So Maya admires the fact that her dad, who was clearly standing outside in the snow in 16-degree weather, waiting on his daughter, which makes sense. But usually, if you're standing outside in that cold weather, wouldn't you, especially in Detroit, wouldn't you at least say, "Hey, honey, something"? You just stand there and watch watch your child talk to your friend in 16-degree weather. So my guessing that's what he was doing. And while Maya was standing there, they was having a full-fledged conversation about Maya instead of walking towards the house. Okay, so after that, we go to her house, which is, I don't know if it's like an apartment, a duplex. They live upstairs. They have a house downstairs and a house upstairs. So we're going to say an apartment. So, we got this Walmart ass Richard Pryor on here. And he is just like, ugh, like his name is Nico. And he is the boyfriend to the mother. Hold on, let me find her name. I think her name's Regina. So Maya comes in. Both the parents are trash anyway. Because when you walk inside the house, the dirty ass house. So they're doing drugs. Maya shows up and gives them the letter. Now, usually with most of those parents, they'll toss them letters in the trash. They don't just have the pile of the letters from the students. And I don't know who wrote on them envelopes. They got their chicken scratch on theirs. Or there was a pile of letters on the table. And I'm just sitting there like, y'all can't be more discreet than that. You just have the pile of letters from the school on top of each other. I said, okay. So, the mom tells Maya to go fix a pot pie. Nico tells Maya that this is where the acting gets trash, because this man can't act worth a damn. This man basically says, yeah, don't you go in my pot pies, my beef pot pies. I'm just like, girl, no one's not gonna mess with your beef pot pies. So no one's not gonna mess with your beef pot pies. I mean, just shut up. Like, I could be minding that situation. I would push this skinny ass down the stairs. But then, she goes into the kitchen and she forgets to put the pot pies in the she forgets about the pot pies. I guess it's because they were so high they forgot it too. So she cleans the kitchen. She goes to her room, which in itself is nasty. And she falls asleep in the same clothes. She gets up the next morning. We find out that Maya's father passed away from an overdose himself. At this point, Maya wants to get out. She wants to get out. She wants to take her mom with her. The thing that I found interesting is that they was drinking the trail milk. Now, if you don't know what the trail milk is, the trail milk is basically lactose free. So my guess Nico was lactose intolerant, because why else would you drink fat free milk, lactose free milk? So there's that. Nico's her boyfriend, and they go on to how can I put this? It's kind of cliche in a way because Maya's being physically and verbally abused. Mia's the only person she cares about. Mia cares about her, clearly. What else? So the dad, I don't know how much you gonna get for a damn boombox. Now I drive by myself. This is 2024, not 2000. I don't know how much you gonna get for a 2003 CD player boombox. I don't know how much you gonna get, but apparently the dad sold it for drugs. And then the entire time, Maya listens to this radio station. And my guessing, it is the only radio station there is in Detroit because they keep saying the same thing over and over again. This lady, her name is Pastor Jasmine. She is hosting a Black Girl Synopsis at her church, the Greater Triumph Church. She is basically what it is. It's a synopsis where Black girls can talk about the struggles of what they're experiencing, et cetera, et cetera. Now again, I've read by myself this is 2024. I know good and damn well somewhere in that house y'all got a cell phone. Not a landline, a cell phone. This movie must have been way back then. Because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, it's like watching those black movies back then that was actually real good. The one I seen recently was DMX's Never Be Alone or something like that. It was good. Like, now that was good. Cause that DMX, what else? That white dude, I think Owen Wilson's brother, he was in there. I think he was in there. And Michael Ealy. He was good. But this is just like, what the hell? And then Maya is going to Toledo. She's moving away, an hour away from Detroit. Maya becomes depressed and she tries to off herself by overdosing on pills. She's trying to get her mom to move out and move away. She goes home. She's at home one day and she gets out the shower. Now, I'm not sure where the bathroom is in that place. Because I thought for certain I saw a bathroom in her bedroom, but I must have been daydreaming that. So, Nico attacks her. And he blames her. The mom agrees with the boyfriend, which I've heard this story so many oftentimes than not. And Maya gets kicked out of the house. Again, I heard this story time and time again. She's living on the street. Her wig is not a weave, it's a wig, clearly. It's top hairy ass wig. She has sitting on top of her head this entire movie. Never seems to never change. Again, it's Tubi. What the hell I expect? But she turns to again, she's living on the street. And if you're homeless and living out on the street, you're hungry, you're starving, you need something to eat. So she turns to, again, this is low budget. Usually, if you're a lady of the night, don't you go to an alleyway somewhere? Because I don't think you just stand outside of broad daylight. Well, depending on where you are, in broad daylight, in the middle of a park, trying to entice somebody. She tries that, and the lady that was trying to, train her was just like, baby, this ain't it. This ain't it for you. Just find something else. So Mia finds Maya, and she takes her to the church. The church needs a singer. Maya's good at singing. We meet Pastor Jasmine with these long ass blue braids on and these long nails on. It's okay. All right then. We go from there. She gets a job at a church. The church gives her, which is very nice to be honest. The church pays for her a hotel room because I don't think they can't get really her a house right now. So what they did was they said, instead, we just gonna go to Motel 6. Here's a room. We paid for you to stay here for the next couple months, and she's working at the hotel also, just to earn some extra money, which is good. There she meets Sean. Sean likes her, but again, you're in Detroit. Just be wary, be careful. But Sean seems to like her, and he's unaware of her past until she was practicing and he touched her arm, and again, she was assaulted by Nico, by some random stranger. She's going to freak out, but she didn't tell him, she just walked out. So Sean told the pastor, he said, hey, look, I gotta tell you something. And she said, it's about Maya. He said, yes, I touched her, she ran away. And naturally, with any man, because I had to watch it again, he touched her arm, he never did say, oh, I'm sorry, because she freaked out. He said he was going to be more respectful. And she said, okay. Finally, she had done this at the beginning. She meets with the damn CPS girl, but then again, we don't know who she is. We don't know. A CPS lawyer, a lawyer. She met somebody. A therapist, we don't know. But the ironic thing is, I was looking in the background when she was talking to a CPS lawyer. And I had to, because on Tubi, they got that 10-second backward, 10-second forward. I had to keep going back again. They got a MAGA hat in the back. Make America Great Again hat. Sitting, if you watch the movie, girl, watch this movie. When you go towards the back, and she's talking to it's with the CPS. I think it's a counselor. We don't know who she is, but it's with the lady in the back in the pink blazer. And if you look towards the back on the cabinet, they have a Make America Great Again hat. I said, oh, okay. Okay. So the counselor doesn't do shit. Obviously, because she basically tells Maya. Because again, we don't know who she is, what she is, who we don't know. So she basically tells Maya to read a book. She doesn't alert nobody. She doesn't call the only two police throughout the entire state of Detroit, city of Detroit. Why I say state? City of Detroit. None of that. Instead, listen, she told Maya to read a book. Maya Angelou's Why the Cage First Sings. Okay, so I can kind of see why she wants her to read the book, but I said I hope, because when I was watching the movie, I said I hope at this point in time, in this dire situation that she's in, you'll call for more help. Because she's in a dire situation. She's still out on the, well, she's starting to get a little bit better. She's not out on the streets as much. She has a place to stay, a job, but so she needs help. Okay, so I'm gonna sum up the ending of this. Cause girl, this is when the shitstorm goes down. So Maya goes back to home. She's still with Nico. Why is she still with me? I don't know. Maybe she's scared to be alone. We don't know. We don't know. But Maya tries to get her mother out because basically she just wants to leave. She wants to live a good life with her mom, and that's understandable. But even as the mom says, where do we go? We literally have no money, and that's kind of a hard pill to swallow because they literally don't have no money. They just spent it on drugs. And the mother said that Nico has the money out of all of them. Now, this is where I would get to plotting. I would take all the money from Nico, because why not? We eventually get into, Nico gives the mom drugs. She overdoses and passes away. Nico runs off and escapes. Now, this is where I say they call these two geriatric cops, because, child, I know these aren't the only two cops they got. Now, I know it's a low budget film, but I'm quite sure y'all could have hired some more of your friends to be in the background somewhere, because I never ever heard sorry, I never ever heard of you finding your mother gone, literally gone. Usually it's a crime scene. So naturally, there'll be CSI, there'll be lots of police officers, not two. There'll be, like I said, I'm quite sure you could hire some of your friends to be police officers, somebody in the background. So the mother passes away. She lost both her parents now. They're on the run for this man. Again, Maya's upset because they can't find the man. Maya goes out to find Nico, and she does. So when she does, Pastor Jasmine, girl, I forgot what happened because at this point I'm just done with this movie. Pastor Jasmine goes after Maya. Something happens, and she goes after Maya. Nico finds her and tries to murk her. It's Pastor Jasmine and the two cops throughout the entire city of Detroit decide to get him. So, long story short, they shoot him, and he does. Nico's, the actor, does the most unconvincing noise and passes away. Now, this is where it gets kind of because you shot him dead in the chest. Literally, you shot him 5 times in the chest. And this cop says for optimism that if he's still alive, he'd be in prison a long time. The man's probably dead. You shot him 5 times in the chest. I don't think he's coming back to life. Unless miracles happen, sir. But towards the end, Maya, she's part of the church now. She's doing better. And her and Sean are not together. That's the entire movie. Now, girl, I think when it hit, I think when it hit the ending, that's when I just I'm done. I think I was done after the mom overdosed and they couldn't find the man. I'm just like, okay, he couldn't be too far now. I mean, he left all his stuff at home. He can't be too far. And he's living out in a car. And how could you not know what car and how did he get a car in the first place? How can they afford a car too? So good, I don't know. I just don't know. But, yeah. That's my review over The Caged Bird. It had something. It really did have something. But the storyline is just cliche as hell. I just didn't care for it that much. But anyway, I'm off of here. I've been home for 40 minutes. Past 40 minutes. I will talk to you guys later. Be safe. Be careful. Bye-bye.